Sandeep Mohan. So, first of all, I guess, how did you become a Stormtrooper?
This is an interesting story. I found out through my agent that they were doing a small film called Star Wars.
Okay.
And I thought, this is interesting. And I'm a massive die-hard fan. So I pleaded with her that, can you please get me on film? I'll do anything. I'll clean the floors. I'll do whatever needs to be done.
I'll polish the Stormtrooper armor.
Seriously, I just need to be on set because I just didn't want to lose out. So what she said to me, look, I can get you to the audition, and unfortunately the rest is then down to you. So, but yeah, it's probably one of the toughest auditions I've done in a number of projects.
But what happens? I mean, because it's a slightly, I'm guessing it's a slightly different audition to your standard acting.
It is.
Not like you have to show emotion, because of course you've got a mask on. So
absolutely.
Is it a physical audition?
It is. It's. Do you know what it is? It's physical presence and also mental presence of what you're doing. Right. But we had to go through boot camp. We had military training. Stormtrooper boot camp, military training. They had choreographers from the States and here. It was a succession of things you had to get through before you finally got picked. But yeah, it was a process that I will never forget because it's impinged on my brain. There was 90 people, I think 900 I've been told applied for the role. 90 got picked for the audition and 90 got whittled down to 75, 50, 25, then the final 10. So I was privileged to be picked. So
sounds like the X Factor, basically.
It was very much so. It was very much so. So yeah, there's 10 core troopers throughout the whole Force Awakens film.
Yeah.
You know, the friendships we made was astounding. So yeah, really good.
So the whittling down process, how did it start? Did it start with the physical training, the military training?
It's a succession of things of how you look on camera, marching, training, shooting, your presence, how you walk, the stance, you name it. They looked at every single aspect of what you were doing. And there was an ex-military guy who trained us and put us through the motions. And he had a big, an opportunity. He picked people that he thought, yeah, definitely. Because when I first went in, I thought, I saw these 6'6" guys, all with six packs and chiseled chins. And I thought, I do not fit that category at all. How on earth am I going to get through this? But again, stranger things happen. It's the only film that I'm aware of where you had a Stormtrooper at 5'4".
Really?
And which went up to 6'3". Because John Boyega isn't particularly tall. Mm-hmm. So as the magical filming goes, when we're in the carrier, you see us in the carrier trying to get to Jakku village, and obviously they start with the shortest trooper, and then John Boyega, and the rest of us follow suit. So it's just the magic of filming. So yeah.
And at what point did the suit fitting happen? Because I'm guessing you'd do that first, wouldn't you? Because
you do, but training. You know something in terms of fitting, this one suit normally fits all. You've got the legs do vary in size because some people are taller, some people are shorter. But even they've got attachments where they can make it longer or shorter. But it is not the most comfortable outfit in the world, particularly when you're wearing it for 14 hours a day. But it becomes a second skin, I suppose. And we all helped each other. The 10 troopers helped each other through every single day on set. So yeah, it was good.
And who were you in Rogue One? Which kind of Stormtrooper?
I was it's either called a short or Scarif trooper.
Right. It's like the tropical trooper.
It is.
Stormtrooper on holiday.
Well, it's sort of. It's not the Imperial, not the white. But it's a guy who wears it's got sacks for trousers. A lot easier to manoeuvre.
Really.
Than the original Force, the first order Stormtrooper outfit. But yeah, I enjoyed them both. So yeah. Cool.
What was the visibility like in the helmet?
It's not easy, but again, because it's like having a workout every day for six months whenever we were filming. So you sweat quite quickly, and your visor steams up very quickly. So again, you're reliant on people around you, your surroundings. All your senses come into play when you actually, because you're doing a scene again and again and again, and that is the filming industry. They just don't do one part. You did 15 takes for a particular scene. So you're constantly on it.
Yeah, man.
But I love it.
Did you bump your head?
I didn't bump my head, no.
You didn't bump your head? Did you see anyone bump their head?
I saw a few people bump their heads and have some sort of calamities on set where they fell over. But we were having wardrobe malfunctions throughout the whole filming, where when you're doing a role that as we do, when you're running and shooting and jumping and all the rest of it, things do happen. But luckily, costume were fantastic. They came over, glued, sticky tape, you name it, they made it happen. Change part of your armour, shine it down, whatever needs to be done. And that's how the filming is done. So yeah.
Were you aware of was it playing in the back of your mind, the infamous Stormtrooper blooper? from the original film?
You know something, it did not. I was just so zoned in on what I needed to do, because I remember the first 5 nights of filming were the Jakku village scene. So we turn up at 10 o'clock at night, we start filming at 2 in the morning, and we go until sunrise, about 6, 7 in the morning. And the anticipation and the vibe on set, you can appreciate. Lots of sand, lots of fires going on. There's 10 troopers, and all the 300 extra in terms of the crew. Huge amount of crew. And there was such a vibe about what was happening and anticipation. So we were eager to go. Excited, nervous, all those emotions come into play, but it was just a magical time.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Jamie Stangram told me to do this because he's a ridiculous human being, which I've discovered in a matter of a few minutes.